Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus, and today we're going to talk about some prospects we're going to miss out on because of that damn Chris Herndon trade. Before we hop on that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids, hashtag 7,000 in the comments. So, Rick Spielman, at the start of last season, had to have Chris Herndon. Irv Smith went down. Oh my God. You can't just go with next man up. We can't just have Zach Davidson come up. No, he gives up a fourth-round pick to get Chris Herndon. And what did he get from that? Like 3 games played. I think he maybe had a touchdown. Chris Herndon, very, very little production from that 4th-round pick. And now in 1 week, we paid the piper. We got to give up that 4th-round pick because we had to have Chris Herndon. And here's the prospects we're going to miss out because of that stupid-ass deal by Rick Spielman, our former general manager. We've been kind of going through prospects by each round, and this is kind of the 4th-round guys that we would have liked to have seen end up in purple. But I think these are some guys we could definitely miss out on because of the Chris Herndon trade. And let's start with the cornerback from Fayetteville State, very, very huge campus there. Josh Williams, 6'3", 195 pounds. You got to love this guy's size. He is just not only is he tall, but he's broad, nice, big, broad shoulders, good ball skills, can come up and hit. Decent speed for being so big. And the reason he's going to fall, I think, into the round 4 area is just because of that small school status. Fayetteville State, not known as a football powerhouse. Everybody's going to wonder how is he going to fare against top end competition. So Josh Williams, I think, personally, I'd pull a trigger on this kid in the 3rd round, especially if you haven't gone corner yet. But 4th round is probably where he's going to come off the board. Love me some Josh Williams, and I hate the fact that we're probably not going to get him because of Chris Herndon. Another guy that I absolutely love is my tight end, Charlie Kohler from Iowa State. Everybody knows my love for Jelani Woods. Charlie Kohler is a close second on my list. I just love big target tight ends, and that's what Charlie Kohler is, 6'6", 252 pounds. I love his career production, 23 touchdowns in college. This kid knows how to find the end zone. Definitely a nose for the end zone, as they say. One scout said he's got Mark Andrews potential, which to me is a huge compliment to anybody. And why, I don't know why he'd even fall to the 4th round, but I think that's where he's going to come off the board. Maybe he's not a great blocker, doesn't have a whole lot after the catch, but the fact that he has such a huge catch radius with that size, to me would be an amazing addition to the Minnesota Vikings. We need our tight end. But that gap, if we don't take one of the first 3 rounds, who we see on the board round 5 could be quite saddening. So Charlie Kohler, I think, is definitely going to be a 4th-round guy, and a guy I rather would have had instead of Chris Herndon. But that could be said about anybody on this list. Another guy here, let's go with wide receiver Bo Melton. Always hard to project where wide receivers are going to go. There could be a run early, could be a run in the middle. It's a pretty deep class overall. But this guy's 5'11", 189 pounds. He's got 4.34 speed. I think he might be a little bit underdrafted this year just because his quarterback play last year was so damn bad. But look at his career at Rutgers, 164 receptions, 2,011 yards, receiving 11 total touchdowns. I'd like to see that touchdown number be a little bit higher. But again, that 4.34 speed is intriguing. And a guy who, maybe he's getting underdrafted just because of the lack of, elite quarterback play. So Bo Melton, got to keep your eyes on. We all know Bo loves football. All right, let's go with Onebar's boy, safety Vero McKinley from Oregon. This guy's undersized, 5'10", but very, very instinctive. He is a true and natural ball hawk. He just had, he had 6 interceptions just a year ago. He just knows how to go up and find that football and come down with it. And not every safety who plays the game has that innate ability to just make those turnovers. The Vikings secondary last year lacked turnovers. We needed more. A guy who can come in and do that would be huge for the Vikings. My concern is, I think round 3 is too early, and I don't think he makes it till round 5. So Vero McKinley is probably right in that early day 3 range in round 4, and we're not going to have a shot because of Chris Herndon. And then lastly on this list, I'm going to go with a center/guard out of Arizona State, Donovan West with an H. The H is silent. This guy, I just went on a rant in the live saying how I don't want an undersized center. He's 6'3", just under 300 pounds, but he's a little more stoutly built. He's got a thick frame on him, nice, strong, thick lower base. I would name this guy's game as violence. He comes out, he attacks. Violent hands, talking about draft common slang that we use. Violent hands is definitely one of them. This guy does. He's attack, he fights, he'll come out, battle with anybody. So I do like that aggressiveness that he brings and would bring to our offensive line. I think we're a little too passive across the board right now. Some nastiness is needed and would be welcomed. And a guy like Donovan West H Silent could definitely provide that. So there's just 5 guys that may not be Minnesota Vikings because Rick Spielman had to have Chris Herndon. How are you guys feeling about that trade right now? Now that it's time to pay up, and give me some other guys that you would have rather had or think we're going to miss out on because of that Chris Herndon trade. And also remember to always keep your skull in your hole.